Hello to everyone who is watching this video. My name is Francesca. This is my first YouTube video. So, hi, nice to meet you. In this video you will not see me, like my face, you just will see my arm. But I promise, moving forward, if you keep on watching me, I plan to do different videos. I would just like to point out straight away that I am not English. I am from Italy, so if you hear my English quite weird or if I make some mistakes, please point it out if you want to, but maybe in a constructive way, just because I am still learning and I'm not used to speak English in everyday life, so I am not really used to, like I said. Moving on. I just wanted to show you how I make my drawings, like a little bit of process. Please tell me if you can understand what I'm doing, if you need me to point something out, or if you're more interested in some part, I can explain it better moving forward. The drawings I'm going to talk about is this flower girl. I've been inspired by summer and also spring and like all these pretty colors around, so you saw the finished drawing at first, and the mood board also for it, so how I chose the outfit, the type of flowers. Usually what I do is I scroll around Pinterest for a bit and save some inspiration, some things that I would like to replicate. Is that a word? I hope so. And then I create something new. I don't particularly like to copy one single photo, just because I think that putting more photos together creates something newer, more special in a way. But I occasionally do copy photos directly, with my, of course, own impact on them. But in this case, I started from various photos and I ended up with what you saw at first. So what I do is, first I do the sketch, so, well, that's pretty obvious. So you see here that I draw what I would like to then color. I draw in, this is quite dark, but it's like red. Is Bordeaux English color? I don't think it is, but I draw in this color just because I think it looks better when you set it up on multiply then, but usually I end up coloring over that, just because I like to, I don't know how to explain it. I mostly sketch on red, so this is pretty much obvious. I draw what I have in my mind, and I think it's the longest process, just because I want to make sure that everything is fine, that the proportions are right, and you will see that I tend to change my mind quite a bit. But yeah, basically sketch. Don't have much to say about that. Just let me know if you are interested in like a story time on how I started drawings, how I learned. I don't know if anyone is interested in stuff like that, so let me know so I can make up my mind and decide if I want to do like a story time, maybe with my face, if you're interested in seeing it. But just for introducing myself, I am Italian, as I said. My name is Francesca and I'm 22, no, I'm sorry, I'm 23 years old. I'm not used to it. And yeah, I draw on an iPad Pro. This is the 12.9. I think you can understand which one it is. I just want to say, even for the technology, I didn't always used to have this iPad, so if you are interested in knowing why I chose this one, why I don't use other ways, I don't remember the word right now, you can ask me and I will make a video about that too. Just ask me what you want to know and I will explain. I love explaining stuff. I decided on this particular flower just because I think it's, first of all, it's not very hard to draw, and it's kind of simple, but it's always so pretty and not that obvious either. I think not the basic flower. It's really pretty. And what I wanted to go for was like a girl aiming for a kiss. So a very romantic girl. Sorry, Italian word, I don't know where. So a very romantic girl just for the spring and this romantic mood, which is kind of weird for me because I don't really go for happy moods when I'm drawing, just because I'm more of a sarcastic and lazy person, so I like to translate that in my drawings. I don't know if it's positive or negative, but most of my drawings are always like angry or not happy. But I do like to draw things like that. I think they're funny, so I guess I'm kind of weird about that. So as you can see, for the outfit, I decided to go for the photo I put at the beginning. Just changed the color because I wasn't feeling them, and I don't know if you will see it in this video just because I cut some part to make it a little bit shorter because it was 5 hours long, guys. I am not kidding you, 5 hours. So it was a very long process of cutting things, but I don't know if I put it in here, but I changed the colors quite a bit just because I wanted to see some different version and understand what I liked better. I don't know, moving forward, if you would like just like a little bit of music with the drawings, if you would like to hear me explain what I'm doing, so please let me know that too. I'm sorry if I ask you so many things, but I don't want to do things that are not appreciated or you would prefer it in some other way, so I'm very open to suggestions. Once I am done with the sketch, I move on to coloring, which I cut a little bit because it's very basic. I think we can all color, and then after I color, I usually change up a little bit the colors to, as I said, better see what I would like, because I don't like the idea of pick some colors and then moving forward deciding that I don't like them or that I could have chosen better ones. So I try every one of them at first, and then I usually move on to be a little bit more sure, but it's not weird if I change them again moving forward just because I'm an unsure person. So here, this coloring, it takes a little while even to color. I think this drawing in total took me like 6 hours, which are not very long. This is a very simple drawings compared to other stuff I do. I am also on Instagram if you want to follow me, or TikTok, whatever, basically everything you can follow me. And so yeah, if you want to see like more of my drawings, because most of them I didn't record, just started recording drawings, so I think my best stuff won't be on YouTube for now. Maybe future stuff will, but I don't want to say old ones because they are not old, but before starting this channel. So if you're interested in seeing that, you can go check it up on Instagram. So one thing I would like to point out is that when I color, I set the sketch on multiply, and then after, when I'm done coloring, I don't like to keep all the lines of the sketch, but I do want to keep the ones that are basic, that I need for the drawings to be understandable. So for example, if for the end, the fingers you can see, but lines that are not necessary I tend to delete, just because I think they make the drawings more heavy. I know it's like a choice of style, so you will see different artists doing it like me, or keeping the lines just as the sketch was. But yeah, so I cut this part off, like me erasing lines, just because I don't think it's very interesting, me erasing things. And also, as I mentioned earlier, this video was very long. I already think it's very long, and I don't know what's the appropriate length for a video of this type. So again, tell me please. Just, I think there are many YouTubers that do different length of videos, and I just didn't want to speed it up so much that you wouldn't be able to understand what I was doing. So I think I did alright, just as far as the length goes. But yeah, you can tell me if you want it shorter. I also want to tell you that I probably will get better in English, just because I haven't spoken it for a while, so I'm quite rusty. But maybe if I keep on recording videos and recording myself speaking, it will get better. I really hope so, and it's one of the reasons I am doing this channel, just because I think practice will help me, just because here, first of all, I don't have any chances to speak English with anyone here, and with COVID and not being able to travel, that got worse. So I want to practice, because I don't want to stop. I don't think I will stop knowing English, but I just don't think, as you can see, I am quite rusty, so I would like to practice more. When I'm done coloring and I'm done erasing the sketch, I move on to shadows and lights. I usually start with shadows that are, I don't really know how to call them, but the little shadows, so not shadows that come from lights, but the ones you can see me doing here from the skirt and from the hands, so stuff like that. I do it first, and then I move on to do the bigger shadows, from where the light is coming from, and which type of light it is. So if it's a softer light, or if it's a more harsh light, and then I do those type of shadows, and you will see me using different techniques for different type of shadows. So yeah, I wanted to point that out. And for the hair, I don't know if you were able to see how I draw hair, but there also, I think that if you wanted to see specifically the hair, I should do a specific video, maybe slower, to see better, just because I think dark hair are not very clear when you need to see the process. You should be able to see them better when I do like brown or red, because you see yes, you see better. I don't know how to else explain it. So here I'm still doing shadows, so I don't really know what to tell you more. One thing I forgot is that I use different colors for shadows and normal shadows and for the skin, because I don't like blue or purple as a skin shadow. So I start with the shadows of the skin, like picking a darker color, like a brownish, and then I do the eyes, the nose, and the hand usually. So that's one shadow, let's call it skin shadow, and then I do the others with blue or with purple usually. As you can see, I tend to fix the layers as I go on, and I like to give them emoji names because I think they're more immediate. I think that's a word, instead of just writing the words and then I have to read them. It's fastest this way, so I would like to suggest everyone to do so. I just think it's fun and it's funnier. Makes the level pen, is that how it's called? My Procreate is in Italian, so I don't really know what the English words are, but makes the level more fun. I'm very sorry that in this drawing there are no eyes, at least not open ones, because it's my favorite part, I think, to draw. I think they make the drawing so much better because they are so vibrant, so alive, and yes, here she has closed eyes, so I hope I will get the chance to do a drawing with open eyes. I am recording another drawing, I am not done yet, but that one has open eyes, and it's also a draw this in your style challenge, if you know what those are, and I think it's turning out pretty cute, so I can't wait to, well, I honestly can't wait to edit it, because editing it's not my favorite part of videos, but I can't wait to show you how it's turning out. Yes, turning out. I started doing the different shadows I was talking to you earlier, and for this drawing I decided the light was coming from the left, so, and it was a softer light. It was not very harsh, but it was not very, I think it was in the middle. It was kind of a harsh soft light, but if it was harsher I wouldn't have shade like that. I would probably have used a more definite brush. So yeah, these are the shadows. I kind of mix it up when it comes to light and shadows, to do light before or light after. I don't think it makes that much of a change, honestly. And even for the sequence in which I do my layers, there are things that of course I do before and I do after, but I tend to switch it up quite a bit just because I tend to forget what I did first in the last drawings and then I change, but the outcome is always the same. I have to admit that sometimes I forget to do things in my drawings, but it's no big deal really. For these drawings, I decided to do the shadows in purple, and the light I think would be yellow. I don't remember, but I use a lot of blue usually too, and orange. I also like so much when lights are colored, like neon lights or neon light. Am I stupid? Neon lights or LEDs. But those are, I think, give you more of an atmosphere, so I tend to use them in specific drawings. Also, I want to apologize because I'm sure you're hearing some like weird noises, and it's because I can't seem to be still and I need to turn around with my chair. So if you hear like moving, it's me doing running around with my chair. Sorry. I will get a chair that doesn't have what are those called? I don't remember. Well, I hope you understand the word I'm speaking about, because apparently I don't know the word. One other things I look forward in this channel is to learn more English words, because vocabulary is one thing I'm missing from the English language. So I would like to, if someone knows what word I'm speaking about, comment down below and I will know you watched until here. One thing I would like to get better at is dresses and clothes in general, because they have such a specific way of catching light, even depending on the materials, and I should study more about it, but I am missing time to do that. I want to do so many things, and I am a student right now, so I try to do what's possible with the time I have. I think I improved quite a bit already, by the way. Not to be like braggy, but yeah, I am kind of happy to be improving and to notice like the improvement. So I would just like, I won't hide that, but I have to improve much more, that I know. In the meantime, I started doing lights, and as you can see, I'm doing it from the left, just because, as I said, I decided to do light from the left, so I imagine like a sun, like a more softer sun, maybe around 5 o'clock p.m. or things like that. So yeah, that is the light, and as I said, since it's a soft light, I'm trying to shade it. I don't think shade is the right word, but I am missing the right word. Let me look it up. Well, it seems it is the right word, so shade. Alright. So I think when I first started, like last year, I haven't been drawing for that long, but one thing that really pushed my drawings was light and shadows, because I noticed that when you don't do it, or you maybe do it like a little bit more superficially, it changes so much your drawings. It makes it like a little bit more flat. I don't know if you like the flatness, the flat effect of drawings, then you should go for a more flat light. But I think it gives the drawing just a little bit more life, like this. But I speak about my style, which is kind of cartoonish, kind of Disney-like, if you would. So please remind that if you like whatever else, you should do what you like. I think it's very subjective in this field. I don't remember the exact dimension I use for these drawings in particular, just because I remember this one I made it quite big, but one thing I do not like to delete layers, even if I don't need them anymore, just like the sketch or the sketch of the sketch. I just don't like to lose them. So what I do when I reach the limit of levels, I copy my artwork and I delete there the levels I do not need anymore, but I just like to keep a copy, because, you know, I'm an anxious person and you never know if you will need it, or like if you post on Instagram and you want to show a little bit of process. So yeah, I have like 6 copies for drawings when they are very detailed. For this one, thank God I haven't, just because, as I said, it wasn't a very detailed drawing, but for the background ones, I have like a lot of copies, and it works for now, but I think that when my memory suffers, I will regret. I don't know, makes me feel safe. Plus, I never can do one single drawing with the amount of maximum levels the iPad gives you. Even usually I have 50 levels based on the dimension I use, but I don't know, since I'm psycho and I do levels for everything, because as I said, I'm an anxious person, I always tend to reach the limit a little bit, but you know, do you, I guess. So when I'm happy about how the drawing turns out and I think I've done all the passages that were needed, I usually copy all my artwork and I paste it. I play a little bit with curves I think, and like colors, just to see contrast and stuff like that. I think it really makes a difference, so I suggest it very much. And when I'm happy, I use my logo brush, which I made myself, and I added just because I like to add my logo when I post my art on Instagram, etc. Just, you know, as they say, anxious bitch here. So when I am done, I add the logo, and that kind of sums up my work, kind of makes it the end. And here you can see me finishing it and like staring at it for a while just to see if I like it or not. And please let me know, I know I said it a million times, but let me know if you like my drawings, if you like my videos, what do you want me to do, etc, etc. Everything that comes to your mind, you can say it in the comments. And I really hope I will see you again, or hear you. I will hear you again. Well, you will hear me again. And yeah, bye bye.